What's going on, guys? I'm Anthony, this is the Silver Screen Analysis, and today we're talking Once Upon a Deadpool, the PG-13 re-release of Deadpool 2. I'm going to tell you what I liked, I'm going to tell you what I didn't, and how I think this new version stands up compared to the original, and most important, if the new additions are worth buying a theater ticket to a movie you've already seen this year, so stick around. I went into this re-release on simple curiosity. I actually quite enjoyed the second Deadpool. I really think it thrived with the added self-awareness of the first film's success. I also felt that the inflated budget really worked in the film's favor in creating a solid comic book sequel that was free of the origin story shackles, but still loaded with tons of the same sense of humor that I loved in the very first movie. And despite an admittedly clever Fred Savage framing device, I just worried that this would feel like watching Deadpool 2 on network television, and it really did. It kind of felt watered down from the original like it naturally would, but I do think that the little extra scenes and the cuts and the edits, as well as the entire Fred Savage edition, were worked relatively smooth into the storyline, I guess, but honestly it was kind of hard to tell since I think the storyline was a little bit busy to begin with. But I definitely don't think it was the overly choppy re-edit I was afraid it was going to be, so for that aspect, while it certainly felt tame from what we know Deadpool can provide, it was still a good enough time. I found the new editions of the script really pushing the boundaries of the PG-13 rating to be quite amusing. I also felt the self-awareness that was added to the new version really fit nicely into the tone of Deadpool's personality. It routinely mocked itself for having a different rating, and it was comical to me. I thought the entire Fred Savage framing device was extremely well written and nicely acted by Savage. His delivery felt perfectly suited for the needs of the film. He sort of has the same snarky attitude that Deadpool has, and I thought it created some fun, natural, just energetic chemistry between them. So much, in fact, I would have liked many more scenes with them together because this material between them was about 95% of the new additions. The problem for me was that once you stripped away these cutscenes of Deadpool and Fred Savage, it was just the same movie without all the key elements that make the Deadpool character so much fun and his movies so fresh and unique, that being his crass dialogue and the routinely raunchy subject matter that the stories create. It was mildly amusing to see some blatant voiceovers on the F-bombs and to see some pixelated blurs over other scenes here and there, but it was amusing because we already know what the original was, and I don't think it stands up as a version of its own. The joke of this being a PG-13 movie was a fun novelty. It was woven into the dialogue with some clever writing. It was unique at times simply because of that aspect, but it was honestly the version of the character I didn't really want to see in a film adaptation, that being one that was close to, but not quite the tone that the character needs. So for that aspect, it's tough to really warrant a ticket price for this version that we get to see, and I know portions of the sales go to cancer research, and I absolutely think that's fantastic. But I also feel that nice gesture kind of masks over the real motivation, which is a China release. It adds a Christmas theme to the promotion that's really nothing more than a gimmick. Yes, Fred Savage is being read the story of Deadpool 2 from Deadpool to evoke the Once Upon a Deadpool title, but the holiday marketing is nothing more than just timing to get butts in the seats in US to watch a movie that we've already seen earlier this year in the version that it should have been. And I will definitely give the film credit for showing effort and trying to make it feel fresh all over again, and it was entertaining at times, just not as much without the language, the violence, the blood, and most important, the adult-themed subject matter that even Ryan Reynolds knew back in the day could only be done with an R rating. So I gotta give Once Upon a Deadpool 70% on the entertainment meter. I thought the Fred Savage editions were fantastic. I really enjoyed the end credit scenes, but with all the other big movies in theaters this time of year, it's tough to warrant money and theater time for this watered down version of an already great comic book sequel, in my opinion. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you all. Here are some links to some recent reviews just in case you missed them. The link to my official website, all my social media and merchandise store links are going to be down in the description below. And in the event me talking to you guys about movies every couple days is not enough Anthony in your life, I now have a second YouTube channel with a growing collection of non-movie related content for you guys to check out, and I'll see you guys next time.